Hey, what's up? I'm just gonna see real quickly if anyone's got the live stream. Okay, no one's here yet. I'm just texting some people, trying to get them to come. Alright, even though no one's on here, I'm just gonna make an off-the-cuff video. Today is Valentine's Day, and I am lonely. Just gonna be honest, I am lonely on Valentine's Day. I am spending it here with myself, just thinking and just trying to adjust, because last year is when I broke up with my girlfriend, which I would call my ex. Oh shit, there's someone in the chat. Someone's in the chat. Alright, the person who's in the chat right now, please send a message so I know you there. Oh, two. Alright, sweet. It's awesome. Alright, so, anyways, I was supposed to be at, like, the mall today with my friend David. We were gonna dress up in, like, teddy bear outfits and just run around the mall, and his girlfriend was gonna record and put it on her channel. It was gonna be awesome, but hey, I mean, he's got his thing. He's got his thing, and that's cool. That's cool. Oh shit, I'm dropping in numbers. Oh, I didn't know. But anyways, for the course of this video, I want to talk about Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day, originally, it was a holiday that the Romans celebrated, and it was originally called La Prusia. Oh, I'm watching you at the Apple Store. Oh no, dude, I'm not at the Apple Store. I'm in my room. Look at this. I'm in my room. And the reason why I haven't gone out is because I mean, David's got stuff in his plate, and he's not able to make it today, so I just decided to make this vlog. But anyways, as I was saying, Valentine's Day was originally a day that was made up by the Romans, and on that day, what they did is they killed a goat or dog, then used the hide of that animal and whipped one of these young females from behind, and this is what they thought would make them more fertile. And the women, they were very eager to do it. They volunteered to be slapped on the ass, but with these hides, and once they did that, they would pick out a name from a jar, and then a male and a female that had the name picked out from the jar, they would go into the forest, and then they would have sex. Yeah, it's a weird precursor to this day, to Valentine's Day. But that's what the Romans did. That's what the Romans did, and honestly, they knew how to get down. That's all I gotta say. They knew how to get down. And then over time, there was this whole thing with the Saint Valentine. Actually, two of them died like on the same day, but 2 years apart. And then the Catholic Church decided to make that a holiday dedicated to God's love. And it lost all the people. A holiday dedicated to God's love, and it was mainly to get people to, I don't know. I fucked up the word. But anyways, Valentine's Day, as we know it today, was merely just a day that was made up by the Catholic Church to commemorate Saint Valentine, who died on February the 14th. And what he did is I think if I remember correctly, he made these hearts for all these Christians and non-Christians. It was supposed to show God's love, and then those two priests who did that kind of stuff, they eventually were assassinated. Not assassinated, but killed. And that's where I think modern day Valentine's Day comes in. But also they wrote cards to each other. Like Saint Valentine wrote a card to someone is saying, "From your Valentine." And then after that, the tradition continued, and the oldest Valentine's Day card was written in the 1840s by this man to his beloved, and it's still in the English Museum of History. And other than that, it eventually devolved into this whole Hallmark thing, because Hallmark people liked their cards, and Hallmark already made holidays based off of their cards, like Father's Day, Boss's Day, Mother's Day, and then Hallmark started to get onto this trend, and then they're like, "Hey, you know what? If you want to get Valentine's Day cards, we can supply you with some." And so, therefore, every Valentine's Day, Hallmark ends up getting a pack load of fucking money just for selling these Valentine's Day cards. Selling it to the masses. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. I got no people in the chat again. Probably because of me. But anyways, what I really wanted to talk about, the reason why I brought this up was because I want to talk about the subject of love. And love, what is love? Nobody knows what love is. What I think love is just a biological attachment that we have that leads us to survival of one's genes and one's genetic lineage. Sorry. And that's the reason why we love each other. My parents love their children and not like their neighbors' children, mostly because their neighbors' children aren't their children. But their children are their children. And usually human beings look after people who have similar genes to them. And the thing I wanted to say is, while people have similar genes, like, it doesn't mean you cannot take care of like someone else's child. You definitely can. It'd be pretty hard to. But unless I guess they take care of someone else's child or adopt a child because they have like similar genes to them. But that's not what I want to talk about. Other than that biological need, I want to talk about romantic love and sexual love. The Greeks used to believe that that sexual love and romantic love were together, because they believed that you have to have sex to be in love. However, we know that's not true today because of how people actually feel when they're actually in love and when they just want to get down and do the dirty. And romantic love, it's complicated. And what I think about romantic love is that romantic love is here because let me try. Romantic love, what it does is it really attaches us to this person, and who this person may be our girlfriend, maybe our our ex-girlfriend, or maybe it might be our potential lover. And the reason why I think this happens is because it's our body telling us this is somebody who might be very compatible with us, and who could lead to not just our genetic lineage being preserved, but it would lead to a happy, productive life being alongside this one individual. Oh shit. Oh. My god, I'm failing at this shit. I gotta get my charger out because I don't want this to die, and I don't wanna, end this thing on a terrible note. Ah, god damn it. I wonder where all my my data went. Hold on one sec. Shit. Sorry, dude, I'm just sorting some stuff out. And what I merely think of love is, it's this, not this biological need to preserve our genes, but it's this biological need to be attached to something other than, than somebody like ourselves. And how is this different from platonic love and from friendship love? Well, with romantic love, you put a lot of feelings into this one person that you normally wouldn't have given these feelings to in the first place. You wouldn't have given these feelings to your friend down the street. You wouldn't really have told them all this this horrendous stuff about you, and they wouldn't have gone on, and they wouldn't have kissed you. They wouldn't have hugged you. They wouldn't have cuddled you, said cute names to you. They don't do that. Friends don't do that. That would be weird if they did. However, what I say about love is that, oh fuck. Okay, sorry. I need to think. Anyways, it is this need to be connected to someone. And you can't really get this connection with two friends, but you can get it with two lovers. You can tell them things that you wouldn't normally have told your friends. You could have been a lot more honest with your significant other, or you could have shown showed more emotions with your lover and do a lot more stuff, hold hands, kiss, and whatnot. Like I said before. Also, at the same time, you could have sex. That's another big thing, a big plus about about uh, this. Sorry, it's another big plus about having a relationship, is that you have the opportunity to have sex with your significant other, whomever that may be, male, female, dog. Who cares? Who cares? However, what I would say is that love indefinitely is a attachment to something other than yourself. And sexual love is a I think it filters right into romantic love, but not all the time. It can be for sexual love simultaneously is for pleasure as it is for reproduction, and to have like a clear defined relationship with somebody. Like with animals, they sometimes have sex willy nilly, or they simply settle down with one person their entire life. However, with humans, it's a lot more confusing. With humans, they can they can be monogamous, and they can be polyamorous. Um, that's why we see a lot of parents breaking up with their husbands, and either the mother will find another man, or a man will find another woman, and they'll start another family. And I think it's more likely a need for it's simply a fuck. I can't remember the word. Someone help me out. If you're in the comments, just shoot a question at me, man, and I'll be sure to answer it. Uh, fuck. Yeah, I'll be sure. I'll be sure to answer it. Uh, However, I just want to put this one little thing I want to say about love. Other than it being an attachment towards something, and it's not always for romantic love is not always for reproduction. It doesn't always lead to reproduction, and sexual love is not merely for reproduction. It can be for pleasure, because humans, like other animals, like to have sex, and humans are confusing. We are both monogamous and polyamorous. But what I think about love is that it's a integral component to life. Love. If we did not have love, we would not have life, and it's impossible to navigate this world and not feel love. It's impossible. And I think anybody who's anyone needs to have some conception for love in order for human beings to survive. Oh, hold on one sec. I will be back in a second. Sorry about that. I was talking with my sister. But I want to say something. I didn't get to finish my final thought on love. Love, it's not just a component for human lives, and for and it comes in very many. It comes in three forms usually, and it's an integral part of nature itself. It's an integral component to life itself. If there really is no love, there really is no life. Now, did love necessarily create life? No. I mean, what I mean by it's an integral part to life is that for beings, for organisms to survive, they need to have the conception of love. And if they don't have the conception of love, then automatically the species will die. It will just completely be eradicated. Not eradicated, but it would stop existing. Oh, Filthy Squire says, Happy Valentine's Day. What? Happy Valentine's Day to you too, dude. Alright. I love you, dude. Love you. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. But if anything, that really is my final thought on love. It's something we have, comes in many forms. It's not necessarily for reproduction, and it's an integral part of life. You can't have life without love. You can't have love without life. And it's an integral part for species to survive and for species to thrive and for anything on this planet to be alive today. Some form of love must have made them, whether sexual or romantic. Either the romantic led to sexual, or it was just sexual, and then you were an accident. But either way, love was used to make you. Your parents made love. They made love. Anyways, I'll be taking questions. First of all, I just wanna know, what do you guys think of love? Write to me in the comments below, and write to me in the chat. What do you think of love? What do you believe about love? What is love? What is love to you? Oh. So what does love mean to you? Just write me in the comments. Write me in the comments. What do you think about the conception of love? Is it a necessary component to life? Do we need it? And this might be a bigger question. If life were to exist on another planet, would the species on that planet need a conception of love in order for those species to thrive? Just write to me in the chat below and just tell me what you think. Because honestly, I think love is pretty integral if the species is to survive. If the species is to thrive, it needs to have a conception of love. And not just the conception of love. It can't just be all up here. It has to be an inbuilt feature within the organism. Because if it's not an inbuilt feature within the organism, then of course it's not gonna thrive. It's not gonna survive. Not at all. Never, ever, ever. So nobody has any thoughts on love. That's shocking. Because I thought it was about Valentine's Day. I thought a lot of people might have a lot of ideas and a lot of things to say about love. Oh, hey Zeep Tard. No, fuck me. Zeep Stirred. What do you think of today's shooting? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by today's shooting? Dude, was there something on the news? Oh, wow. Oh, Florida. 17 people died. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is major. It is pretty major. Honestly, my condolences goes out to all those families and the people who died. My thoughts are with them. I I'm sad that happened, and I'm ashamed that someone would go out of his way just to punish innocent children for his own sadness inside, or maybe for his lack of love. Maybe that's the reason why he went out killing people, or maybe he was just a psychopath, like Elliot Rogers. Maybe he was just a psychopath. Oh, my friend's asking how do you go live. Um, I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say I have an option on my sidebar. I don't know what that thing is called, but you know. Do you think violence is ever justified? Oh wow, that is a very big question. If anything, violence can be justified. That now that's an ethical quandrum. Um, Violence, it can be justified in self-defense when you're trying to defend your life, and when you're trying to defend other people's lives from being harmed. However, I don't think violence should be needed in society. Because look, we need to live in a more stable society where murder doesn't happen. So if anything, I think murder should be illegal. However, in certain cases, it can be beneficial because it's protecting your life, and it's protecting the people you love. It's protecting their lives if you murder like a murderer who's trying to kill them. However, if you're just murdering willy-nilly, then that's immoral. That is immoral. And in the case of Florida, I really don't know the situation, but I'm going to guess there are a bunch of innocent people. There were a bunch of innocent high schoolers, and 17 people died. And in that case, I don't think it's justified. What that killer did to all those children, I don't think it's justified. That's a good question, Zeep Stirred. Um, has it affected my perspective on relationships? And do it and do I think that I'll be able to secure one in the future? Honestly, it's a good question. It has affected my perspective on relationships, but because before I I used to be, I mean, before my ex, I used to be single. I never had a girlfriend ever, and this was my first girlfriend, and it has changed my perspective a lot. And I've learned that I've learned a lot about myself in the process. That there was a lot of emotions that I've been penting up, and I haven't been able to show them with anybody, and and when I did go into this relationship with this with my ex, it really did change everything, because finally I was able to open up about myself to somebody who I considered close to me, and I finally understood what it's like to care about someone, to truly love someone, to be close to someone. However, uh, as soon as she broke up with me, that was ripped out of my heart. I mean, not it's. I'm sorry, I'm messing up my sentences, but it really affected me that because I felt really depressed after, and as soon as she got another boyfriend, it hurt me even more because I I personally just I never thought this would happen, and I know I was a little bit naive, and I thought she was going to come back to me. However, I should have understood that that wasn't going to happen. And do I think I'll be able to secure one in the future? Maybe, maybe. I I don't know for sure. Maybe I will. Uh, However, I cannot really see the future. I'm not an oracle. I'm not omniscient. However, maybe, maybe. And I'm also talking with my therapist about this as well, about how I can better myself and how I can secure a better relationship in the future. And so mm, I lean towards the yeah. I'm optimistic about it. All right. And he also asks, do I feel personally betrayed by them, or do I understand why they left me? I think a bit of both. Actually, I no, I don't understand why my ex left me. To be honest, she gave me this excuse like she gave me the whole "it's not you, it's me" approach, and after she said that, I was like, oh wow, so it is me. Well, honestly, I did feel personally betrayed when she started going out with somebody else after she dumped me. And honestly, she dumped me for the dumbest reason possible. Is that it's not her, it's me. And another thing she said is that she felt that she needed to restrain herself to please me. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? Honestly, you don't have to restrain anything about you to please me. I love you for you. However, she didn't feel that way, and she went out with someone else. And so to this day, I understand uh, her reason for. I understand. I understand to an extent why she left me. That she felt restrained and pent up, but I never restrained her or pent her up in any way. I say I lean more to the feeling personally betrayed because I gave her a lot. I gave her everything, and then at the very end of the day, she she left me. And honestly, I'm still in the recovery phase, um, and I'm still in this place where I don't know exactly what what to do or what to say. Uh, but I can say this: I do love her still. Strangely, I love her still, and I wish her the best in everything that she does, and every other venture that she pursues. Because at the moment she told me she's joining the army and that she's actually thinking of becoming a hacker for the army, one of their one of their personal hackers and programmers. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Whatever makes you happy, I'll be all for it. However, I mean, that's where she met her new man. I mean, not really. She she met her new man. Uh, sh- Fuck, I'm fucking myself up. But anyways, she got together with her new man like a month after we stopped dating, and 3 days after we stopped dating, she started hanging out with this guy a lot more, who eventually became her next boyfriend. And ironically, they're both going to the military together. He's going into the reserves. She's going to become a hacker programmer, which is actually kind of strange. And I don't understand it. I just don't. However, I love her and I wish her the best in everything that she does. So honestly, these are good questions, Zeepster. These are good questions. I like it. What is love? Honestly, I can't tell you that. In my opinion, what filthy squire. If anything, what I can tell you is that what I think love is a biological component that's necessary for life to exist. And if there is no love, there is no life. If there is no life, then love cannot exist. To have that drive to be love and to have love is simply what makes us alive in the first place. And if we didn't have this conception of love, we wouldn't be alive. I see. How has your history been with love? Any success during high school? Actually, Zeepster, I've had no success in high school with love. In high school, I was completely single. Sorry, I was completely single in high school, and I never had a girlfriend. And wait, hold on a second. Okay. Anyways, I gotta go after this, and I'll say one last thing. Sorry, my father's calling me down. He doesn't know I have this YouTube channel, and I hope that he never finds out about this channel. Now, there's a lot more people joining, but I'm sorry I have to go after this. And I hope that my dad doesn't bring this up as soon as I go downstairs, because I am going to be really fucking pissed off if he does. My history with love has been weird and strange. However, I'm glad that I finally felt love with my ex-girlfriend, rather than just having no love at all. That's all I can say to each third. Wocha says, "Yo, dude, yo." I'm not gonna answer that question, whoever you are. But I'm gonna guess if somebody I hates, and if you are, I am just gonna ignore you altogether. With the opposite gender, I already did. I had a girlfriend. Okay. One last question. I'm gonna take one last question and then I'm gonna go. Same gender. Oh, with the same gender. Yeah. Okay, one last question. One more question, and then I'm gonna go. Okay. Anybody got a question? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Yes, I am bisexual. Anyways, it was nice taking your questions, and I like talking about this subject of love, and I think it's a pretty interesting topic, and I think it's a very philosophical topic that we're gonna be talking about, like love for eons to come. It's such a complex emotion. We don't really know why it happens, but it's there. It's there. Okay, anyways, this has been my first universe vlog, and I hope you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.